My beloved child. There is a moment that arrives without a calendar, without an invitation, and without a single warning. Most people miss that moment because they believe extraordinary changes always announce themselves with loud signs. They do not. They arrive quietly, then transform an entire lifetime before the heart even understands what has happened. Today, I want you to listen more carefully than ever before, because this message carries a mystery that has been growing around your life for far longer than you realize. Someone has been watching your kindness instead of your appearance. Someone has been remembering your words instead of your mistakes. Someone has noticed the strength you never thought anyone could see. The surprising truth is that this person has remained silent for a reason that will soon become clear. They have carried a question inside their heart that has become impossible to ignore. Every passing day has made that question louder. Every memory has pushed them closer to a decision. They are no longer wondering if they should step forward. They are wondering when. The answer is approaching faster than anyone expects. That is why what happens next may feel sudden to you, even though it has been quietly unfolding for a very long time. There is another secret hidden beneath the surface of this story. The future often prepares beautiful moments long before people are ready to receive them. Think about the unexpected conversations you almost forgot. Think about the strangers who smiled for no obvious reason. Think about the unusual feeling that something important was quietly moving behind the scenes. None of those moments were meaningless. They became tiny pieces of a much larger picture. Someone's respect for you did not appear overnight. It grew through patience. It grew through silent admiration. It grew through watching how you remained genuine even when nobody was applauding you. That silent admiration has now reached a turning point. The person who once believed the distance between both of you could never disappear has begun to believe the opposite. Their heart is replacing fear with courage. Their doubts are becoming confidence. The most unexpected part is that even people around them have started noticing the change. They have asked questions. They have smiled knowingly. Yet the biggest surprise has still not happened. It is waiting for the perfect moment to enter your life in a way you never imagined. Something even more fascinating is taking place where your eyes cannot see. While you continue living your ordinary days, another story is being written alongside yours. Every choice, every delay, every unexpected meeting has been guiding two different paths closer together. It almost feels impossible to believe until everything suddenly makes sense. The person connected to this story has imagined countless ways to express what they truly feel. Every plan seemed incomplete. Every sentence felt too small. They realized that ordinary words could never explain an extraordinary feeling. That realization changed everything. Instead of rushing, they decided to wait until they could approach you with complete honesty and complete respect. This decision has created an unforgettable moment that is now drawing closer with every sunrise. When it arrives, it will not feel ordinary. It will feel like the answer to questions you never knew you had been asking. But there is one detail you still do not know. One unexpected event will happen first. Without that event, nothing else could unfold. That hidden piece is the reason this story becomes even more remarkable. Now pay attention to this carefully. Many people assume life-changing proposals begin with perfect timing. The truth is often the opposite. They appear during ordinary days when nothing seems unusual. One simple conversation. One unexpected meeting. One familiar place suddenly carrying a completely different meaning. That ordinary moment becomes unforgettable because someone finally gathers enough courage to reveal what has remained hidden inside their heart for far too long. The proposal itself is not the biggest surprise. The biggest surprise is discovering how long this person has quietly protected their feelings while waiting for the right opportunity. You may even look back and realize there were small clues everywhere. Certain words. Certain glances. Certain moments that seemed unimportant at the time. Suddenly every piece fits together like a puzzle that was always meant to reveal one beautiful picture. Yet the story is still holding back its greatest revelation. There is one final reason this proposal will arrive so unexpectedly, and once you discover that reason, everything you believed about coincidence may change forever. Before this moment ends, remember one thing above everything else. Life sometimes keeps extraordinary blessings hidden until the exact moment your heart is ready to recognize them. What appears impossible today may become completely natural tomorrow. Someone is preparing to replace silence with honesty, uncertainty with confidence, and distance with a heartfelt step forward. They believe your presence has brought peace into their life in a way they cannot easily explain. The future often leaves gentle hints before revealing something extraordinary. Most people overlook those hints because they expect dramatic signs. This story chooses a different path. It allows tiny moments to prepare your heart before the greatest surprise finally arrives. That is why nothing has happened suddenly, even though it may appear that way from the outside. Every step has been carefully building toward one unforgettable conversation that neither of you will ever forget. Now another hidden detail begins to reveal itself. The person preparing this proposal is not focused on creating a perfect performance. They are focused on expressing something completely real. They understand that genuine emotions leave a stronger impression than grand displays. That is why they have spent more time choosing the right words than choosing the right place. They want their voice to reflect honesty. They want their eyes to reflect certainty. Most importantly, they want you to feel respected from the very first moment they begin speaking. Yet one final obstacle still remains. It is not fear of rejection. It is the hope that the timing will feel right for both hearts. Once that final uncertainty disappears, nothing will stand between silence and truth. The question they have carried for so long will finally be spoken aloud, changing an ordinary day into a memory that lasts forever. One last mystery remains before everything reaches its turning point. There is a reason this proposal has been delayed until now, and that reason is far more meaningful than anyone expects. Sometimes life allows two paths to grow separately so that they can meet at exactly the right moment. Looking back, you may eventually realize that every delay protected something valuable. Every unexpected change prepared something better. Every unanswered question was quietly making room for an answer that would arrive at the perfect time. The next chapter holds the most surprising revelation of all. It will uncover why this person believes your meeting was never ordinary, why they are convinced this moment cannot be postponed any longer, and what unexpected event finally gives them the courage to step forward with a proposal that could change everything. The story now reaches the point where silence can no longer hide what the heart has already accepted. For a long time, this person believed they should simply admire you from a distance. They convinced themselves that keeping their feelings private was the safest choice. Yet every attempt to move on only brought them back to the same conclusion. Your kindness stayed in their memory. Your character remained impossible to forget. They began comparing every new experience to the peace they felt whenever they thought about you. That comparison slowly changed everything. What once felt like admiration became certainty. What once seemed like a distant possibility became a decision. There is another piece of this mystery that almost nobody sees. Extraordinary moments are often preceded by ordinary signs that seem completely unimportant. A familiar place suddenly feels different. An unexpected message arrives at the perfect time. A conversation takes a direction nobody planned. These moments appear small until everything finally connects. Only then do people realize that life had been quietly arranging the pieces all along. Something very similar is happening now. Tiny details are beginning to align in ways that cannot easily be explained. Each one is bringing the two of you closer to the same destination. You may not recognize those signs immediately. You may only understand them after looking back. But when that day arrives, every small event will suddenly carry a meaning it never seemed to have before. At the same time, the person preparing this proposal has made an important promise to themselves. They have decided that when they finally speak, every word will come from sincerity rather than pressure. They do not want to impress you with grand promises. They want to show you that genuine respect lasts longer than excitement. They believe trust is built through honesty, patience, and consistency. That belief has become the foundation of everything they are planning. It is also the reason they refuse to rush this moment. They wanted their heart to become completely certain before taking such an important step. Now that certainty has become stronger than ever before. Every passing day confirms the same truth in their mind. They no longer see this as a dream. They see it as a future worth pursuing with courage. Yet the greatest surprise has still not appeared. Just before this long-awaited conversation begins, an unexpected coincidence will make both of you pause for a moment. It will seem so simple that most people would overlook it. But for this person, it will feel like the final confirmation they have been hoping to receive. That single moment will remove every remaining doubt. It will replace hesitation with confidence. It will transform quiet hope into decisive action. From that point onward, there will be no turning back. The words they have protected inside their heart for so long will finally find their way into the open. And when they do, the entire story will begin moving in a direction neither of you could have predicted at the beginning. One final mystery still remains hidden. Who is this person who has carried these feelings so patiently? Why did they choose silence instead of rushing toward you? And what unexpected event finally convinces them that this is the perfect time to express what they have kept inside for so long? Those answers are closer than ever now. The next chapter reveals the emotional truth behind their decision, the remarkable reason they believe your paths were meant to cross, and the unforgettable words that will change an ordinary day into a memory that will be remembered for years to come.